Hi, my YouTubers. Mwah! How are you today? It is almost Thanksgiving. Unfortunately, I'm on a diet. But you know what? I'll survive on some turkey and green beans. So I hope this week is treating you wonderfully. I was getting ready today and I was going over ideas. What kind of video can I make today? And as I was putting on my very affordable drugstore lip gloss, I said, what about affordable drugstore products? Like I'm always talking about in my favorites, I have drugstore products, I have higher end products, but I said, you know what? Let's have one video that focuses on nothing but my favorites from the drugstore that are affordable. So if you'd like to know what I pick up when I go to Walgreens, just keep watching. Okay, got a good little basket going here. So let's start with primer. When I want a good drugstore primer, the primer that I go for is Born to Glow by NYX. It's an illuminating primer. I've found I've been using this a lot more here in November. You know, the weather, you're running your heat, your skin is getting dry, so we need all the illumination help that we can get. And this really does the trick. So it's a white primer. I hope y'all can see this. And it's almost a lotion consistency. But when you put it on, it just gives your skin this luminosity. I hope you can see that. Which really helps make your skin look a little more glowy, a little healthy, a little more radiant. So this is available at Ulta and wherever NYX products is sold. I cannot remember the price, but I'll link all the items down below. I do think, don't let me lie to you, I'll link it down below. But when I go for an illuminating primer, this is my jam. Alright, so now our face is nice and primed. What foundation do I like from the drugstore? There's actually two, and it depends on the look I want, which one I grab for. But one of my probably top holy grail foundations would be the Milani Conceal and Perfect. This ranges from $8.99 to $10.99 depending on where you buy it from. There is no foundation that covers like this one. Hands down, it does not matter if I pull from my $10 foundations or my $60 foundations. When I want coverage, this is what I go for. It's a very thick consistency. I'll swatch it for you here. My color is 00B Light. But it's very thick. And can you just see how it just covers? I mean, there's no other way to put it. Your skin is flawless. Now, is it the best foundation for long wear? No, you got to work with it a little bit. You got to touch up throughout the day. It has a tendency a little bit to fall into those lines. But you know what? When I want coverage, I pull for it and I can make it work. The second one, and the reason I go for this one is when I want all day wear, right? I want a drugstore product. Maybe I'm just going shopping, Walmart, all those errands. I want a drugstore product that is going to last all day and I don't have to worry about those touch-ups. I go for the Revlon ColorStay. I had not used this in years. And my color is 130. Yeah, I guess 130. But now this one, if you'll notice, does not have quite the coverage that the Milani Conceal and Perfect does. So the Milani is on this side, the Revlon ColorStay is on that side. But it has really good coverage. but it does mattify and it does last all day. So you don't have to worry about those midday touch-ups. Once you put this on, and see, you can feel right now the Milani is damp to the touch, but that Revlon ColorStay is already dried down. If you had dry skin, I don't even know that you would need a powder under that Revlon. I powder everything because powder helps it last. Alright, so now we want to set our foundation. When I want a drugstore makeup setting spray, I go for the NYX Dewy Finish. I'm going to be honest with you, this may be my top setting spray, foundation, or drugstore, or higher end. I go hard for this setting spray. First of all, the spray is nice. But it just gives your skin, we're going to spray it on top of those foundations. It just gives your skin an luminosity. You know what's weird? It made the Revlon break up a little bit, which it doesn't do with the rest of the foundations. But it just gives your skin an luminosity that's going to make it a little healthier. You know, it's just like that illuminating primer that I use. We're all about that glow. We're all about that healthy skin, like that glow from within, like, oh, you've been running today? And that is exactly what this setting spray gives you. Alright, let's move on to highlighters. Well, so I should have done this before the setting spray, but I have this Illuminating Transparent Powder from Milani. It's called Prep, Set, and Glow. So it's just a setting powder. I don't know where we can put it. That setting spray didn't touch. It's just a setting powder that gives, that might mess it up because of the setting spray, but it just gives your skin a little bit of an luminosity. So I really do like to use this. I have recently been using the Peach Perfect, which does the same thing. In my contour video, I mentioned this Milani product. The two products are very similar in what their job is, but I find that the Peach Perfect gives a brighter glow, whereas this gives more of an luminosity. We're going to try to, might not have been a good idea to put that over setting spray. But it just gives a sheen. I don't even know if you can see it. So I use this quite a bit as well, as you can tell, because that case is, whew, it's been beat. Okay, what highlighters do I love from the drugstore? When I can't afford to run and, you know, drop some money on a Becca highlighter, what am I going to run to the drugstore and get? So one really good one is this Essence Pure Nude. Now the Essence Pure Nude, I don't use this a lot, because I like I don't know if you can see it in the lights, I like a highlight. And this Essence Pure Nude is more of a natural highlight. So if a natural highlight is what you're going for, then this is the highlight for you. If you're a little afraid of highlighter, or you don't like that boom, but that highlight though, then I would highly, highly, highly recommend this Essence Pure Nude highlighter. You can get it at Ulta. It's like, I don't know, like I said, I'll link it down below, but I'm going to say $4 or $5. Oh, and this color is in Be My Highlight. The next one, this is a less than $5 highlighter, and I wear this almost every day. Unless I'm filming, or unless I'm going, you know, wherever. Wet n Wild knows their highlights, and I've yet to meet a Wet n Wild highlight that was not fantastic. So this is the Powder Illuminatrice. Is that how you say that? It's a highlighting powder. This is in Precious Petals, y'all. It is just a gorgeous highlighter. And you can see it next to the, so this one's the Wet n Wild. Yeah, and this one is the Essence. You can see how it's not as natural, right? But, I love this. I just ordered another color off of Ulta. If you want that boom highlight, but you want it to be pretty, you don't want it to be crazy, Wet n Wild is the highlight to go for. They're beautiful, hands down. This is almost like, I would say these three products, the NYX Dewy Finish, the Milani Conceal and Perfect, and the Wet n Wild highlighter, these will give some of your higher end YSL, Bobbi Brown, Marc Jacobs. This will give any top dollar makeup a run for their money. So you can buy these and know ain't nobody going to be able to tell that you got Wet n Wild on your cheek, girlfriend. They'll be like, where did you get that highlight? You know, I ordered it online. Looks good, don't it? Or you can say, bitch, this is Wet n Wild, $4.99 at CVS. Okay, so when I want to put a brow bone color, I always get this NYX. It's just a white, nothing fancy, but I always put white on my brow bone. But this is a very subtle white, so it's not, doesn't have a lot of sheen. It's got a little bit of sheen, right? It's not matte, but it doesn't have a glimmer, glitter, none of that. It's just a solid white with a little satin finish. And it's the NYX Diamond Lust. I think that's the color. But this is just a couple of dollars at Ulta. Alright, now we got some, I've talked about these before, y'all. So we got my Essence lip liner pencils. These run $1.99. There are no better lip liners on the market. You can go buy Marc Jacobs lip liner if you want. You can go buy YSL lip liner. I have some IT Cosmetics lip liners that I never pull for. Essence is where it's at. They're just called Essence lip liner. This is in the color Honey Berry. And this one is Soft Berry. So I have a couple of other colors in there. I just grabbed these two for the video. But every color I've purchased has been bomb.com. They're creamy. They glide on easily. They stay all day. Go get you some. I have two eyeliner pencils from Essence that I love. One is the, I don't know how to say it, Kajal pencil in Teddy. It's just a brown, just a dark brown. I have a Too Faced brown kohl pencil. And of the Too Faced and the Essence, which would you guess I pull for more? Essence. $2.99. And have I not put this Essence liner through the ringer? This is the Extreme Lasting Waterproof Eye Pencil. Did you see how creamy that went on? Let me do another one. I mean, it's like velvet. The only thing that I can tell you that compares to this lip pencil is my beloved Marc Jacobs. I've used that lip pencil for about 2 years. I still have a little bit of one left in on my vanity, but I pull for this one now instead of Marc Jacobs. $2.99. The Revlon ColorStay brow pencil is amazing. I am not using it because I bought too dark of a color, but I used it for probably about a week before I finally got so I had ordered my Anastasia Beverly Hills. It hadn't come in yet. I was out of a brow pencil, went and bought this one. It is a great, amazing formula, but it was just too dark for me. So I used it until my Anastasia Beverly Hills come in. When my Anastasia Beverly Hills runs out, I'll probably go purchase this in my color. So We need to start a new giveaway pile. Alright, I have 2 lippies that I think are top notch when it comes to drugstore. In fact, this goes back to the NYX setting spray, the Milani Conceal and Perfect, and some of those other products. These 2 lip products can go up against any high-end lip products. They are beautiful. What I have on today is the Infallible 8-Hour Pro Gloss. The formula is so comfortable. I can do my lips. They're not sticky. They don't feel dry. They will last. They don't last as long as a matte, but they will last. Any of the L'Oreal Infallible lippies are just some of the best formulas out there. The other is my Amore matte lip creams by Milani. If you want a matte lippy, these, again, some of the best on the market. They would go up against any high-end brand. And trust me, when I say that, that's because I have high-end brands on my vanity as we speak. I compared this formula to the Kat Von D formula. It is just a comfortable wear. It will last you all day long, and I love the color selection. All right, those are my holy grails from the drugstore. Again, everything that I mentioned is unbeatable and would be a holy grail whether I paid $4.99 for it or $49.99. The products that I mentioned are off the chain good. So have fun shopping at the drugstore. Have a great day.